Sometimes Paul gets a bad rap about his thoughts about women's role in the church.
Yeah, that's probably because of that letter he wrote to the Corinthians. Of course, that letter was addressing a specific issue that was splitting that church.
Right, and I am reading examples of Paul not allowing gender to get in the way of his teachings.
Go on.
Well, I was reading Acts and came upon a time when Paul went to a river for prayer. A group of women had gathered, so Paul started speaking to them about the Lord. One of the ladies was Lydia, a dealer of purple cloth. This indicates she may have been an influential merchant from her hometown of Thyatira.
So, there may have been women of independence and affluence in biblical times, something we don't hear much about.
You're right. As Paul was speaking, God opened Lydia's heart to listen. Afterwards, she was baptized and spoke to Paul, saying,
"If you consider me a believer in the Lord, come and stay at my house."
which they did.
Very generous.
Later, Paul and Silas were imprisoned. Once they were released, they went to Lydia's house before moving on.
Once again, very generous. However, what is the significance of her story being included in Acts?
Good question.
Thank you.
As you know, I am interested in recognizing how minor characters in the Bible help move the faith story forward. After all, you and I are minor characters in the full faith story.
Good point.
As it turns out, Lydia's story is the beginning of spreading the gospel to Europe. Lydia was the first European mentioned to have been saved. Plus, history has found that Paul did not start the church in Thyatira, meaning someone else did. Tradition wonders if Lydia had an influence. No one knows for sure, but did Lydia, an influential merchant, tell her faith story and help build a church in Thyatira?
Wow. That's the church which was warned about Jezebel in Revelation.
Lydia may have appeared as a minor character in Acts. However, it is significant to recognize that the first European saved was a woman, as she may have helped to establish a church of significance.